gang, so we're back. Another episode of the How About That Wagon. I'm going to go back down to the van in a minute. I've been sanding down the wheels and getting rid of the rust. Just got some primer for the wheels. So I'm going to bring you down and show you what we're going to do in a minute. Alright guys, so we're back at the van. What I've been doing is I've got a wire cut brush on the end of my drill. And I've just been sanding, basically getting rid of the rust on the wheels with my drill. Just getting rid of the old rust. Now we're going to sand it down a little bit, and then I'm going to mask it up and give it a little bit of primer before we get to giving them a little refresh. Right, so I've just given them a wash. Just going to quickly dry it off, and then I'm going to mask up around the tyre and then get to work on this primer. Obviously I'm going to crank the bolts on the nuts because I don't want to spray the primer over the bolts, but yeah man, let's see what happens. Right, so I'm going to get to just masking up around the tip of the tyre. Obviously I don't want to get no primer on the tyre. So we're just going to mask up around the whole rim to make sure, well the rim of the tyre obviously, to make sure that we don't get none of the primer on the tyre. I'm not going to bore you with it though, I'll be back here. Right, so what I've decided to do instead is I'm just going to use a bit of cardboard as like a template, just to protect the edge of the tyre. The masking tape seemed to be a bit like hard work. So what I'm going to do is just use this as a template shield as I go around. For the start of the rim, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get to it. So I've just got some grey primer, car primer. We're gonna get to priming them up. All right, so first coat's on. I'm definitely not Picasso, but yeah, it could have been worse. So I'm gonna let it dry and then probably give her another coat. But I'm gonna start sanding down the other walls while this one's drying off, yeah? Peace. Yo, so these are the little wire cuts that I was talking about that I got for my drill that I was just sanding down the rust with from the wheel. Just quite simply like that. So then all I was doing is going all the way around and then I rinsed them off. And now I'll just come over them again with some sandpaper just to make sure it's nice and smooth before we add the primer. So yeah, I'll be back. Yes guys, so I'm back again. Wheel number 2. Sanded her down, just gonna dry it off a little. And then we're gonna commence with priming this one. First coat. Again, I won't bore you with it. I'll try and do a little time lapse or something. So yeah, see you in a minute. All right, boom. So, first 2 done. I told you I'm not Picasso. But the first, the right hand side have both got 1 coat on. So I'm gonna let that lot dry off. And then, I didn't realise how big these wheels were, boy. So I used 1.5 cans for 1 coat of the right side up to now. So I'm gonna let that dry off. Definitely need to order another couple of cans for the other side, but so far so good. If I was to just show you in comparison, obviously this is the side I've not done yet. little better already, even though it's only just the primer. So, not bad. Happy days. So, onto wheel number 3. I managed to get, well, half of it done before the can ran out. So, we've got basically 1.5 to go. Got to order another couple of cans of the primer. But on this side, it's drying out quite decent. This is the first one. So yeah, nicely primed. Get another couple of cans, get them ready to be spruced up. And then obviously we'll take these bolts off and nuts, and on the second coat get them wrapped properly to finish her off and get her ready for the paint. So she's a little bit more revamped. Yeah boy. So, I know it was a little bit of a boring episode, but just really about upgrading the wheels, but nevertheless a job that needs to be done. So yeah, big up, big up, big up. We're still onwards and upwards, and I'll see you on the next. Peace.